Yo, welcome back. This is Stu42 with another Minecraft episode. Here we are at episode 3 of Gettin New Horizons, and we're basically continuing through our quest book. So, where did we get up to? Up to tier 0.5. I've done a couple of extra bits. I went and did the cow tipper, got myself an extra bit of leather from killing 6 cows. I've also had cotton and string to complete that one. I'd found those earlier. Somewhere, I can't remember where I found that. The next bit that I wanted to wait till recording though is this one here, Copper Sky Iron Curtain, 0 of 1 tasks. Now the only task is basically to check this box, and that's it. And now it opens up the next one. Right, so what do we need? 256 cobblestone. Whew. Now I have actually, no, not that one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, I have just got over 256. That's handy. Detect. Excellent. Now we get an iron pickaxe head. So, find iron, copper, and tin ore. Very funny. How can you mine it with a flint pickaxe? And then we will have the tool head in exchange. So, if we give him that... Oh, we will claim. What do we need to claim? Oh, a loot bag or an iron shovel head or an axe head. Mining level for shovel, tin. Yeah, let's go for the shovel one, because sometimes there's gravel on the surface that needs a higher tier. Wow, okay, so we have unlocked a ton of stuff. So we're going to need iron ore. Doesn't consume, but we're going to need to find what looks like a limonite vein, I would guess. Oh, we get some lava. Oh, you need gloves for it. Right, so that'll be this. When we get 6 leather, 6 string, and 6 woven cotton, and then we get to make 2 lava gloves that go in the bauble. So I'm guessing we need those to handle buckets of lava. Handy to know. Malachite, sure. That's more limonite, I guess. Copper ore. Yeah, so a bunch of different ores. Lignite coal. Some aluminium gravel. Actually, I found a couple of that at some point. 72 iron. Thank goodness it's not consumed. Probably the same for copper, same for tin. Yeah. Aluminium. Yes, aluminium, because that's how it's spelt in the rest of the world other than America. And right, okay, so we got to get on with finding some ore. Now I do have this head here. We're going to need to make where are we? So we're going to need the tool rod eventually, so we might as well make it now. We are going to need some wood for this. I'm just going to make a wooden handled one. Just because it's easier. So we get the wood and that, and we might as well grab the stick out of there as well. We're going to need the head, that, and that'll be our iron pickaxe. I'll leave that in there for repair. Now we're going to save this for when we... Can I put that in there? No, didn't think so. So we'll put those back there. We'll save that for now, because we might be able to make a better handle at some point. And now we've got to find ourselves some ore. Now the ore generation in Gettin New Horizons is somewhat different. And what we're going to have to do is use a bit of F9 to put up the barriers for the... We'll hit F9 twice so that we know where in the chunks we are. And hit F3 to see... If you can see my mouse, there's a C number there and a C number there. And those are the two we need to look at. And basically what we need to do is we need to subtract 1 from each of those. So that's 30 and 25. And then divide them by 3. And if it divides by 3 evenly, then we should be in a chunk with a vein. I think. I think that's how it works. So we're in 31, minus 1 is 30, divided by 3, nice and even, 10 of those. 26 minus 1 is 25, that doesn't divide by 3. So we're going to need to go, no, not that way. Right, it's going to be out in the middle of the water, so let's not do that one. Let's go a different way. Let's go, well, we know that this one here, 31, so we can go back over the back. So 27 is divisible by 3, but we need to be one more. So 28 in here. So this chunk right here should be a chunk that has a vein in it somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go roughly in the middle of the chunk. It's good enough. And then I'm gonna dig down in a bit of a spiral. So what I'll do is I'll dig down here and I will be back in a minute. I have got myself some torches now so I can actually get down. We'll just use our normal pick. I think I'm going to do a 4x4, so there's 4 down this way, and then we'll go 4 down this way. Now, the chances of there being a vein are fairly high from what I've read. There is a chance that it'll try and spawn up in the air, in which case the chunk will be empty. But from what I've read, most of the time it'll have something in it. So what we're going to do is have that there. In fact, I have a tinker's tool with torches, so I should be able to just right click to get it. Alright, so I will be back in just a minute and hopefully we'll find a vein of something as we come down here. So see you back here in just a bit. So I've come back because a couple of things have happened. We're heading down, we're at height, that height, 43, and there is a small iron ore here. Now we're going to need to use our iron axe to actually harvest that. But that is an odd one out, so when we get those little ores, they just happen in lots of ones, so that's not really a count. I also had this randomly level up and give me luck. So it's got Fortune 1 on it just by virtue of using it a bit. Mining level is still stone, but the tool level is 2, so hopefully it'll level up a bit more automatically. And also down here we found some emerald ore, but of course I don't have anywhere near big enough tools to get that yet. And we do also have some lava, which is pretty fun. And there we go. There is some stuff down there. So we're in the right chunk for this sort of thing. What I'm going to do though is I will seal off that. There's another something up there. That is a small lapis ore. This pickaxe should do it. Let's just grab it. Awesome. So now we're going to need to put some light around. And let's go down and see what sort of ore we have. So I'm not sure how big these veins get. Each one has a certain size that it can get to. This one here, I'm guessing that's the top of it. They're always 7 blocks tall. So 7 blocks tall is pretty good. Oh, and my pick has broken again. But that is a redstone ore. So I'm not even sure if I can harvest that with this pick. Yes, I can. Iron level. So I can just get it with the iron level pick. Awesome. Achievement get. So now we can throw more torches down. We also get ruby. Wow, ruby ore. Yeah, so we can harvest that with that. And we're just getting the ores. So this is probably not the best sort of ore for me to get first up. I mean, redstone is most definitely helpful. We kind of want iron and stuff first. So what I'm going to need to do is go and find somewhere else to mine another chunk, either 3 blocks, sort of three chunks, sorry, each side. So I'm going to do a few more little exploratory mine shafts like this. The reason I've chosen 4x4, I know I can do it smaller, but it's easier to manage going down. And later on, if I'm in the habit of doing this, you can actually hollow out the 2x2 in the middle and just shoot straight up and down once you get sort of a jetpack and stuff like that. So for this one here especially, like, I'm not likely to go down there and harvest all that redstone up front. I don't know when exactly you get flight in this, but by doing it this way, at least I have a little 2x2 shaft in the middle that I can get up and down. So what I'm going to do is I'll mark this, we'll seal that off just so that we got no nasties coming back out of there, and I'll just leave it like that. Put a torch on it. And now I can either go 3 blocks or 3 chunks that way, 3 chunks that way, or 3 chunks that way. We could go this way, but it's in the middle of the river, so it's a little bit difficult to manage in terms of figuring out what's under there and digging down. So I'm just going to go the other directions. So let me do that. I will dig a few holes and see what we come up with. So I'll see you back here in just a bit. So we are heading back to the second hole that I dug. It wasn't very long at all before I found something useful. So over there ish is where the first one was. There's the river. just this way. In fact, there we go, I marked it with a torch. So 3 chunks over in this direction, which was, I don't know, west? Yeah, 3 chunks west. I started digging down, did my usual thing. And we ran into, once I get back down, I just had to go and repair my pick. Ran into another cave system, bit of water, but if we continue down here, there's a brown limonite. So we've got limonite here, there's also a malachite ore. There's obviously a bunch of stuff in here because down that way, yeah, there's a lot of stuff down in here. And there's a, wow, so as you can see, this is quite a large ore vein. It goes all the way through malachite. Wow, so it spans a few chunks even, this particular one. So we could be here mining for a long time, trying to get all of this out. So I'm going to mine a bit of it because that is some of the quests that we need to do. I think malachite and brown limonite, being a 7-layer tall one, if that's the top layer, 1, 2, 3, it'll be down a couple of layers before we hit the, what should be yellow limonite, I think. So I might need to dig down a little bit just to get some of that, but I will get some of that, and then we should be able to finish at least one of these quests. Malachite, yellow and brown, so we should be able to finish some of that. Hopefully there's some banded iron in here as well. Oh, we get ourselves some copper out of that, and yeah, obviously we need to find a few more. So I'm going to do this, we'll come back and hand in this quest, and then basically I think I might wrap the episode up because there's not a lot more I can do. Not a lot more I can do. I can make some gloves, I guess, but I think we're sort of waiting. We're sort of waiting on a few things now. Better storage potentially, but there should be a quest for that, I would have thought. Anyway, let's get this done and we'll see where we go from there. Anyway, see you in a bit. So I have mined a little bit of stuff out of there. We've got quite a bit of banded iron, malachite. We got the brown limonite, got some yellow limonite. I even went 3 chunks to the other side and we found some, where I found actually some gold and some magnetite, which is pretty cool. So we're starting to get a few things. I also threw some of the brown limonite in here and we have this iron. Oh, let's just chuck these food away. So I made this iron and that has enabled us to finish another quest. This one here. So we finished this one here, but also iron. Now iron has unlocked this one up here, important tools. So we're needing to start getting the soft mallet, the hammer. In fact, we've already got a soft mallet. Why did that not? Right, so then we need a wrench and a file and a screwdriver and a saw. So obviously we should be able to do these things. So maybe we should do this as a last thing. Yeah, I do have a soft mallet. All right, let's give this a go anyway. So what do we need to do first? We need a regular hammer, which is awesome. Iron and a stick. Iron, stick, done. So we've got that and a soft mallet. Complete. Yeah, so we're gonna have to make another one. It's kind of annoying. And that was just that. I have to click all the way through again. Detect. Awesome. And now we need a wrench. And the wrench is the normal hammer around some iron. So that'll be the big hammer. And that's the wrench. Awesome. Cool. And now the file, which is a stick and some plates. And the plates will be a forge hammer or a normal hammer plus 2 of them. Okay, so this is going to be... Is it going to be 2? Yeah, it's going to be 2. So we need 2 of those and a stick. Oops, wrong way around. Awesome. So there's our file. And a screwdriver, which is a stick, 2 rods, the file and hammer. And the rods are made with the file and an ingot. So 2 of those. The file gives us 2 of those. File there, hammer there, stick there? No, it must be the other way around. Yep, screwdriver. Awesome. And the saw, which will be a stick and a saw blade. How do we make a saw blade? All right, another 2 plates, the hammer and the file. So another 2, which was like that, and the hammer, and where's the file? The file is there, other way around maybe, underneath. Yep, saw blade. So the saw blade and a stick. Without those is the saw. Complete. Claim. Oh wow. Okay, this has opened up quite a few things. So we are gonna need, wow, an iron plate. What are the rings? Yeah, so we're basically gonna need to use the iron to make a bunch of rods and then use the tools to make rings and things. Screws, probably the same thing. 2 iron bolts for the file. Iron bolt being a rod that's been sawn in half. Universal spade or a chainsaw. Or a saw. Okay, so the normal saw works for that as well. Alright, so that's for that one. And we get to choose any tool we like, I guess. And this is also going to... Yeah, okay, so this is going to make us the shears. Wow, that's what it takes to make shears. Far out, that's pretty brutal. Oh, better storage. Okay, this is something we want. So a better lunch bag, I'm not too fussed on that at the moment. Sheep hairdresser we just saw. A better way to make paper with cool. So if we get 45 sugar canes and a mortar, stone slabs and chads. What does chad actually mean? Right, so if we use the mortar with sugar canes, we make this chad stuff. And chad is used inside stone slabs to make paper. Excellent. And the stone slabs, now that we have a saw, we can cut stone to make the stone slabs. Cool. So I might do that one between now and next time as well, because that's probably quite a boring thing to do. But this is the one that I'm more interested in. Better barrel. We just have to make 5 of these. And that is the wood slab. So again, now that we have a saw, we can saw the planks into the slabs. So I'm going to make quite a few of these actually, because I think we're going to use them for storage. Maybe just along this wall here, as we've done in other seasons before. Let's just throw that away. Yeah, that'd be cool. And there's no extras on there as well. Tanned leather, that looks like... Yeah, the drying rack, bound leather. Yeah, should be okay. We haven't really got a good leather source yet. A stone spear, again, iron screws. So I'm going to need to do that. Large iron plate. We need to look at how to do that. Oh, what was the reward? We can spawn a spider or a zombie. What an odd thing as a reward. So this needs a casting table or an extruder. So we're obviously not up to that yet, because there must be something else in here for tinkers at some point. Yeah, so let's do that. Anyway, we might have unlocked some more stuff down here as well. So forestry, bookshelf, wood planks, which are obviously not made with nether stars, compressor. Right, we are not going to make one of them in a hurry. That is brutal. Coins we've seen already. Oh, multi-block goals. Tanks, the water dilemma, and you are not prepared. Sand, gravel, clay dust, grout. Okay, so this is the one that we need to do. We got the wooden form, and we're going to make unfired seared bricks, a furnace, smeltery controller, seared tank. Okay, so this is where we make our this is where we make our proper tinker's smeltery. Awesome. So we might do some of that next time as well. Oh look, we're going to be a while away from that one, I think. Oh, we could do it. It'd take a lot of iron though. So yeah, a few things here we can go, rather than me just waffling on about this. The water dilemma. I need to go and find some rubber trees. I need to get a tree tap, sticky resin, oak planks, water tank, siding. Right, so it must collect in the rain. Cool, so there are some things we can do here. Armors, yeah, the next leather armor, cooking and fishing. I'm going to need to get myself some boat or a minecart. And we've looked at Legendary Infinity before and those ones. So, yeah, I'm going to have to do a few things between this time and next time. Maybe attract some animals and find some cows and or sheep and get a pen. I may... Yeah, and just figure out what we're going to do with these quests for next time. There's going to be a few that I'm going to have to do off camera, I think. So I'll make a bunch of storage. Oh wow, there's the storage drawers as well. Oh, you can choose which way you're going to go. Same thing, slabs. So I guess you've got a choice. It's giving you an option as to whether you want to go Jabra or the other one. Yeah, also mine a bunch more of that and do a couple of these other things as well. And then we'll see where we get to from there. And I might even get the smeltery done between this time and next time as well. Just because, yeah, that's going to be a bit nasty to do. Yeah, cool. All right. Anyway, that is going to be it for me for this time. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.